Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to Troy Sports Hub. And today we are reacting to the Daytona Road Course race that just happened yesterday. And it's actually a new racetrack for the Cup Series. Yeah, so that's what we're reacting to today on Troy Sports Hub. If you didn't notice, I changed my intro. Yeah, I didn't like what I did last week. That was a little over the top. But anyways, so summary of the race. Chase Elliott won stage 1, Denny Hamlin won stage 2, and ultimately Chase Elliott won the race. Congrats to Chase Elliott for winning. Definitely notable for sure. And I gotta say, from what I was watching on the Race Rewind, I was kind of disappointed in the broadcast because Eric Assef was right. NBC was not doing their job at all. Yeah, I won't mention him too much. I'm just basing what I saw off the Race Rewind. Yeah, I'm trying to steer my opinion based off what Eric Assef says because, well, yeah, you get it. Yeah, because, but I can kind of get an idea from looking at watching the leaderboard a little bit. Yeah, I did watch some of the leaderboard on NASCAR's website, and, well, I will say that Hendrick Motorsports definitely had the better day out of all the teams. Stewart-Haas Racing didn't really have anything going for them, and then Joe Gibbs Racing, well, 3 of their cars had issues. Eric Jones, Kyle Busch, and Christopher Bell all had problems, and of course, Chase Elliott had a really good lead on Denny Hamlin towards the end there, but Kyle Busch spun out, brought out the caution, but luckily Chase Elliott did enough to hold him off and to win the race. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'll be wearing my Chase Elliott hats. Chase Elliott hat for all my NASCAR race reactions, but I will be wearing a different hat for when I start the NFL. But enough about that. Yeah, Hendrick Motorsports clearly had this best day because Joe Gibbs Racing had problems, but Hamlin and Truex saved their day. RCR, Austin Dillon, well, the replacement for Austin Dillon, don't remember his name at all. He got a top 10 finish for his first, debut. That's pretty good, to be honest. Bob Liddell, talk about him. He had a good day. Jimmy Johnson, oh yes. He had the day he needed, but his teammate William Byron was up there in top 10 as well. So that did not help. Yeah. So Johnson needs to, I think Johnson might have to win, depending on what William Byron does, because I think William Byron's racing to make sure he stays in. So, yeah, not really much you can do about that. Yeah, and actually the 3 cars teammate Tyler Reddick, he did not have the best of days either. Also a disappointing performance from Matt Benedetto, although, Team Penske overall is not really the best on road courses per se. Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing are usually the ones stealing the show. Yeah, they typically race better on the road courses anyhow. But Ryan Blaney did win at the Roval. Charlotte Roval a couple years ago, so I don't know. We'll see. But it's typically Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing that are running up front on the road courses, so. But anyways, back to the race reaction. I keep veering off. Roush Fenway Racing, Chris Buescher got a top 5, so props to him, for sure. His teammate was nowhere to be seen, so. Let's see. Yeah, T. Penske obviously didn't do all that well. Chip Ganassi Racing, Kurt Busch did well, so that's good. Matt Kenseth did not. Yeah, I think Kenseth is. Yeah, I think he's going to be done after this year. But enough about that, really. But overall, the racing was good. Nothing extravagant. Obviously, it was very hard to pass, and the field would easily get strung out. But there was some exciting moments throughout the race, especially that finish. The finish was pretty good. Some interesting pit strategy, for sure, came into play. But yeah, I gave this race a 75 out of 100. It was a solid race. Nothing like spectacular or anything, but it was a solid race for sure. But yeah, well, that's good wrap this edition of Troy Sports Hub. And as always, have a great rest of your day.